Hello my fellow Webtoon readers. I'm back with another video in which I will be recommending you 5 modern webtoons that you must read. But before that, please don't forget to click the subscribe button below for more videos like this. Thank you so much for your support, I really appreciate it. So, without further ado, let's get on with the first one. The first one is called Sixth Sense Kiss by God W and Jacobong. It is currently ongoing and you can read it on its official website, Webtoon. Hong Yesil has a special ability. She can see someone's future once her lips touched any parts of their body. She doesn't get much use out of her ability until one day, she accidentally kissed the neck of her boss named Cha Min-ho and she see herself with him lying on bed, cuddling and naked. Yesil couldn't believe what she have seen because her boss is just so grumpy and bossy around her. There is no way he will be so sweet like that. Cha Min-ho is always good at his work. He is workaholic and a very handsome man. He is also the one who harassed Yesil at work, making her work overtime. But despite the fact that he is so strict with her, he is the one person who truly cares so much about Yesil. Furthermore, Yesil tried so hard to ignore Cha Min-ho because of so much confusion, but he keeps on coming to her. What will happen to them? Will really destiny comes to them? I really love this story. I get so much invested in reading it. It has a very good plot and a good comedy that make me laugh so much because of some embarrassing moments which you could read in some chapters. Moreover, there is also a mysterious dilemma that made it more interesting to read. The chemistry of the main characters will make you feel excited and happy. In conclusion, this is just so good. I highly recommend this to you all. Give it a shot and it will not disappoint. The second one is called Marry My Husband by Liko and Sung Sojak. It is currently ongoing and you can read it on its official website, Webtoon. Kang Ji-won lives an unfortunate life as a wife to her husband named Park Min-won. She suffers a hard life with him. He takes all of her money that she could use to pay her hospital bills, but he doesn't even care about her and did not even bother replying to her messages even if she is very sick and only has a few months to live. Ji-won couldn't take it anymore, so she run away from the hospital and go to where her husband might be hiding. When she got back home, she saw a pair of shoes that is very familiar to her because it is a present that she gave to her best friend, Soo-min, at the front door. Nervously, Ji-won heard 2 joyful voices talking about their heinous crimes. Ji-won was taken aback by what she had witnessed and heard. She stormed in, agitated, and confronted the 2. It was difficult for her to know that the 2 people she used to love were stabbing her behind her back while she was suffering. Soo-min, the mistress, and her best friend, shamelessly belittle her and ignored her feelings, claiming that she is about to die and it was pointless to complain anymore. Ji-won grabbed Soo-min's hair so violently, then Min-hwan slapped her, taking the side of his mistress. Ji-won was taken aback, and she now realizes what a filthy and scandalous man she had married. She cursed the 2, causing Min-hwan to become enraged and slapped her again. It was so hard that her head hit the table, she bled profusely, and she died slowly. Ji-won saw her father before she died, which reminded her of their long-ago promise, that she will live happily. After that, she wakes up in the workplace where she used to work 10 years ago. She realizes that she came back from the past. This opportunity brought her a new light to take revenge to the person who ruined her life. Ji-won is adamant about getting her life back in order, and not to suffer in the same way she experienced in her previous life. You can look forward to numerous revenge scenes that is really satisfying to read. Ji-won plans to destroy both Min-hwan and Soo-min is really refreshing. Apart from that, expect to feel frustrated with Ji-won's fake best friend Soo-min because she also plotted many schemes that might ruin Ji-won. Furthermore, anticipate a romance that will bloom between Ji-won's manager named Yoo Ji-hyuk. The romance is slow because her plans for revenge comes first, but totally worth it. This is one of my favorite story. I always look forward for the new chapter and I highly recommend this to you all. This is just so good. The third story is called Till Death Do Us Part by Jang Green and Flo B. It is now completed and you can read it on its official website, Webtoon. Shin Soo-bin was being forced again by her mother to go on a blind date to find a potential partner with a mind in marriage. However, Soo-bin is not really interested in marriage and every guy she met is not up to her standards. It was raining really hard. It's as if it's cleansing tough times and opening a new chapter in her life. Going back, it had only been a few moments since she had turned down a recent blind date. She was about to go when suddenly a man from her past appeared. The man's name is Ji Ye-jun. They've known each other since they were young. Ye-jun is an illegitimate son of a wealthy family who owns a company. Unfortunately, Soo-bin owes him a debt to pay back when they were on grade school. He is returned to take it from her by luring her into marrying him. Soo-bin thinks that this is absurd, but Ye-jun is adamant about this. This is not because he loves her, but because of the agreement he and his stepfather made for him to inherit the company, and for his grandmother that wants to see him happily married before she passed away. Fast forward, after a couple of events and arguments, Soo-bin finally agreed to marry him and they created some boundaries and agreement on how they will act in front of their families. As they spend time together as husband and wife, their feelings will become more entangled due to their own issues, but they cannot deny the fact that they care for one another. When you read this story, you'll experience several feelings. I remember myself tearing up and getting so emotional by most of the scenes here. It is a story about mortal enemies turned into lovers, which I find really cute. I absolutely love the storyline and the couple because they possess a healthy relationship. Even though both of them have their own issues, but together they can overcome it. I especially love the female lead here, Soo-bin. She is so mature and those people around her feel the light that is originally one of her personality. I really love this story with all my heart and I can't just wait to share it with you guys, so please read it now. The fourth story is called Positively Yours by Kong Ki and Lee Jung. It is now completed and you can read it on its official website, Tapas. One best friend Miran is now dating her other best friend Minwook, whom she had some feelings for. To make it more heartbreaking for her, Miran unconsciously told her a detailed experience she had by sleeping with her boyfriend, Minwook. Feeling betrayed, Hee-won decides she's going to do something completely out of her character. She's going to have a one-night stand, in order to have that kind of experience too. What began as a fun, careless night with a handsome stranger soon turns on its head as Hee-won finds out that she is pregnant. When our handsome stranger Do-jun discovers the truth, he decides to marry her and raise their child together even if she is adamant not to marry him. It is because of some trauma that she experienced from the relationship of her parents that she had witnessed while growing up. This is where the story begins, and we get to see two strangers try to find out how to be together while preparing for the ultimate test of parenthood. There are ups and downs and two people that are lucky enough to find love as they go. This story is very popular, so I know that some of you already know this and finished reading this. Many find this story good, and I am one of them. This is a good fluffy romance with a good plot and a non-toxic, light drama. The art is good, which is giving the right amount of justice for the beautiful characters, and once you started reading this, you just can't stop until you didn't notice that you are almost done. This story is so addictive, and I seriously love the chemistry between those two. The last story is called A Business Proposal by Perilla, Narak, Heiwa and Guava Farm. It is now completed and you can read it on its official website, Tapas or Kakao page. Shinhari is a young office worker with jet black hair that falls past her shoulders and soft curtain bangs that shape her light brown eyes. Hari has a best friend named Yongso who is the only child of a wealthy family. One day, her best friend appears and persistently requests that she replace her on a blind date that her father has set up for her. Of course, Hari finds it absurd, but Yongso offers her a large sum of money that she could use to pay off her loan from the company where she is currently employed. Hari had no choice but to agree. She disguises herself as a seductive woman in order to be hated by the man she is set up with, only to discover that it was her boss, Kong Tae-moo. Tae-moo, on the other hand, who dislikes wasting time on frivolous matters, proposes marriage to Hari that caught her by surprise, and Hari made every effort to hide her identity and avoid him as much as possible. However, fate is making its way to help them meet each other at the workplace. This story is quite popular, and they recently created a live adaptation of this webtoon, which is amazing. The plot is good and the art is phenomenal. I love how they take things slowly and develop their relationship to a deeper level. I highly recommend this webtoon, and if you enjoy reading a light-hearted and lovely romance story between a boss and an employee, this story is just for you. That is all for this video. I hope you find something here that caught your attention. I'll try to upload more often, so please stay tuned by subscribing to my channel and turning your notification bell. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on my next one. Bye bye.